So I'm here to tell you the correct way to brush your corn. Most people say use the soft brush, gets all the dirt out. Don't listen to them. Start with the hard brush, get all the dirt out, then you use the soft brush to just smooth it over and get the rest of the excess dirt on the top out. So watch how it's done. You want to start up here by the neck and just get all the dirt. And you don't go like this. No, go like this. Oh, this is going to get the hair off. Dirt. You just start and you go along with the hair all the way. You go down to the shoulder and you only brush about to right here. And I'll show y'all what to do from there. So you just kind of go like this. Get all the hair out. The dirt out of the hair. Just all the way and keep following that hair. All the way up to the top of the withers and through the back, because that's where the saddle sits and we don't want it rubbing like sandpaper. Now, a ton of people ask, what do I do once I get to the flank? Well, here's what you do. They're like, the hair goes one way and then it goes another way and it's so confusing. Here's what you do. You start kind of where it creases and you just go back to one side, down, just kind of move it like that. That way it follows the hair. And then that's kind of where your mark is. And you go that way. And you gotta get all the way up on the top so that it's really smooth and not dirt and clumpy, and gotta make sure you got all the dirt off the top. If you're short, get a step stool like me, because if you're short, you can't reach the top of some horses. So you go all the way to behind, and like I said in the front legs, you're going to just brush down to here, and then we'll show you what to do on the legs. And you want to make sure you get all of the dirt, get as much as you can off of it on both sides. Alright, so some people are like, what about the curry comb? Well, this is more for shedding your hair, but then you have your other curry comb to use, which you will start out with if your horse has mud. But because Jewel here does not have mud, we will not be using that today. So next, after we've used the hard brush, we are going to use this soft brush to follow the line of the hair, just like we did with our hard brush, and just working our way and getting that excess dirt off too, as you can see. So as the hard brush, we had to stop about here. Well, because this is soft and because most of their leg is bone down in here and muscle, you can use the hard brush to go down their leg and just kind of get that dirt off too from the boots or whatever else. So then you just keep following the line of their hair, getting all of that excess dirt off. And under right where their girth goes is a main area too to get it, so that girth isn't sitting there and rubbing them with dirt. So then right here by the flank, you do the same thing you were doing with your hard brush, just really doing that, coming up and off, and just that because that hair part's weird. Then you're going to come to her butt, and the same thing, be careful by their back end, because some horses do not like you back there. Just work your way and get their back legs done too. And sometimes I tend to pick up her foot and do it that way a little bit. So that is for this brush. This is just getting excess dirt off. Okay, so now we're gonna move on is the hairbrush. I typically like to use this brush because it just has that curve in it, and it just works really well for brushing their hair and usually not ripping their hair out. So you just start here, and then this horse's hair has not been brushed, but it is super smooth. So hers is gonna be a little bit different, but if you hit a knot, you don't keep pulling their hair out. You wanna just go back up and keep working it like this until you get it all the way down, and then you just work your way up. Usually I don't start at the bottom. I usually start up by their head or with their forelock up here, which her forelock is already brushed. So I typically just start up here and work my way down. See how I kind of hit that and I kind of like stop. There's one right there, and I keep going until you work it out like that. and then you just keep on moving down until you get to the end, and then you have a brushed mane. But you want to be careful and not scratching them. You just want to mainly be brushing that hair and stuff. Now you're going to come back to her back end, and really never, this is a no-no right here. No by standing like this. I know she won't kick me, that's why we're using her for the demonstration, but never do that just in case she gets spooked or anything like that. So you're just going to stand off to the side and just really run down, and then when you hit a knot like that, you're going to go down again and keep steadily going down until you work your way all the way down to the end of the tail. You never start down here and like you never brush this and then kind of like do it in sections. You're always gonna do it here. You can do it in sections like this. And like say I want to brush this out and then I'm gonna brush this section and that section. You can do it like that, but never do like this. Never do this section and this section and this section. You always want to brush this out like this, the proper way. So next up will be picking out feet. Okay guys, so technically you can either brush or pick their feet first. We just kind of picked one, so I'm going to show you the proper way to pick their feet. You never want to just go and kick them until they pick up their foot. You want to reach down, kind of push on them a little bit, and then hold it. And you don't want to be like this, because if they stomp that, your face is going to be like stomped in the ground. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of just like hold it at the base of their, at the top of their foot right there, and don't do this. That never works. And I'm using her because she'll hold it up for a long time. We're going to always go away from you and just kind of, so this is their frog, and right next to it, we're in divots. You're going to kind of just stand, just go under, and you're just going to go around it until you get like the sand down or the rocks out. And you're going to just get it all out. Because you never want them to run with the rocks in their feet if it's poking them or anything like that. Abscess. Or they can get an abscess if it gets like, if you don't pick their feet for like a week and they have rocks in there and stuff. And then, so I like this brush. I call it the horsey brush just because it has a horse on the end of it, and it has a little thing. I cut off early on accident, but basically what I was saying, I call it the pony brush, and use the little like brush on the end of it, kind of just to get all the excess dirt out of their hoof. And that's all for today. Be sure to like this video, share it to all your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks.